Hello, everyone, and welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis, Halloween edition. I'm Gretchen.
And I'm not.
And Dave's mad scientist today.
I'm not mad.
Just kooky.
Sorry.
That's just
yes.
you every day.
It is me every day.
It's your true form.
But it's finally with some extra stuff in the hair. It was taller and crazier, but it's raining.
Weird, because
it's
the
raining
rain
outside,
makes
so.
my hair taller and crazier.
Right, it does the
Yeah.
opposite for me. It pulls it back.
That's weird.
Yes.
That's very strange. But today,
Very mad scientist.
we are going to be painting, what was it again? It was it Call of Cthulhu?
Mansions?
Monsters.
What? What are we painting?
What? Painting Monsters for Mansions of Madness by Fantasy Flight Games.
It's right
in
behind
front
your
of my face.
It's right behind your head.
Well, okay, but that's behind my face.
Yep. You can do it. You can do it.
I'm contained today by gills.
Constrained.
There we go.
Did you
Mansions
say
of
constrained by
Madness.
gills or guilt?
Gills.
Gills, okay. I was going to say.
Can't
Seems
lift
a
my
strange
arms.
thing to be constrained by.
So Mansions of Madness, second edition. Which conveniently match my my lovely anglerfish costume. Me and the deep one could be twinsies today.
I think so. It's going to be great. Are you going to paint the deep one?
I'm definitely gonna paint the deep one now. I'm gonna use the same color scheme. I'm gonna make it happen.
Excellent.
But I might add a little bit of purple.
Perfect.
So
Nice.
hello everyone in the chat. Wyatt Wagner, am I gonna get stabbed? I don't know. It's Halloween.
Not through the screen. Not through the screen at all. You're safe, relatively.
It's fine.
But yes. Hi, Michael. Hi, Wyatt. Hi, Roger. Hi, Facebook user.
I just always
feel like
imagine
it's been forever
Facebook
since I caught a
users
stream
the
live.
same person. So I always imagine Facebook users just the same person every time.
Yes, possibly.
No matter how many Facebook users are commenting, they are all the same.
On the spinner, certainly. Okay, so I'll pop up a bunch of the models from the Mansions of Madness. Evil guys, try and get them all to stand on the spinner here.
I feel like all the Cthulhu-esque kind of Lovecraftian things are becoming very popular suddenly. There's quite a few.
I think they've been around. They've been popular for quite a while.
They've been like low key popular though, but I
Okay.
feel like there's more games, there's more shows that are all kind of like
That has that sort of thing to it.
a
Yeah,
vibe. Yeah.
possibly. But yes. So there's the mighty Star Spawn. This
Haha.
one, the big one that I'm pointing at off camera. There we go. The Cultist and the Deep one. That so Gretchen, you're going to be painting up one of those.
Yeah, because our hands match. I can't keep it on for painting. But this is a child's costume, by the way, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Not in that I stole it from a child, but in that it was made for child proportions.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. I feel like this is what I would wear to paint if I was on, like, painting Happy Little Minis, like, oh, it's not chopped, what is it, Cutthroat Kitchen Edition.
Right, yes. Everybody would have to wear gloves like that.
Costume.
Yeah. That'd be the way to go.
Alton Brown's there for some reason. Like, that'd be a good episode.
I think it would be.
We should do that. We should do a Cutthroat painting episode.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah.
One day. Post-COVID. Yeah. Once we can do all sorts of fun and crazy things and don't have, like...
Yeah, the sheet of glass between us, you know.
Things like that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All good. Yay. So Byron is saying no more Roku. He's not on the Roku streamer. He's on Firecube.
Oh.
I have no idea what Firecube is.
Neither do I.
But we have Wayne Wilkes. We have Wyatt Wagner. Fantastic.
see.
Excellent.
So,
Okay. And, we've got Dave Schrumpf. Dave is back. Hooray! Good to see you in the chat, Dave. Very cool. So, yeah, I have a costume this week because my daughters caught the last 10 minutes or so of the show last week and saw the bit where I said, yes, I will have a costume.
and I like your daughters.
My daughters are awesome.
They're in cahoots with me.
They immediately ran and told my wife, and she immediately ordered this lab coat for me. And one of the best things about this lab coat, I didn't realize this about lab coats, is that as well as having the pockets in the lab coat down here,
Yeah.
in front, there are like slits in the side, so you can reach through into your actual pockets.
That's really
which is cool.
nice.
So I could like pull out my
Your nifty-difty notebook,
My
pen, wallet. Okay.
How about that? Pretty cool. But no, I
Lab
Wouldn't
coats
try-
made for every occasion.
yay! Excellent.
Also, hi Roger, hi Kat.
Yep. Hey. Kat, did they also style your hair? Yes, Emily styled my hair first, and then we created the amazing paint concoctions.
The madness.
The madness. Which one do you think is more dangerous?
It kind of looks like Cosmo and Wanda
Oh,
trying to hide out in
I'm
your
in
pocket.
love.
I think like the terrifying blue one looks the most dangerous.
That's the
but
one that terrifies me the most. You can't see it on the camera, but there's a couple of spots where it's kind of leaked already. Thankfully, I didn't have to get out of my car on the way up. I didn't have to stop for gas or anything like that.
That's good.
Yes. Definitely cool. But yes, lab coats are very handy. Handy.
Handy dandy lab coats.
Very cool.
So what are other people's Halloween plans? Or costumes, I should
What are
say.
other people dressed as? Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you're all dressed as regular people.
Such a disappointment.
I will also let everybody know that Gretchen brought a costume along for me, just in case.
I did. I did not know if Dave was actually going to commit. So I brought a sailor hat. And I was like, this works. This is good.
It would have been fantastic.
My house is filled with many things of whimsy. If like, it would not have been hard to costume you.
No, I'm sure not. Ooh. There's some fairly interesting little growths on this
Little barnacle
this
thing?
hunting horror. Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe not barnacle things. Like
Dave says, my costume is a stressed out professor dealing with a pandemic and home repair.
mine too.
Funny, a lot of my friends are having that same costume.
What about Leona? Leona,
What's your
you have a
costume,
costume?
Leona?
Like right now, or my plan
you're
for
planning.
a costume?
plan for a costume.
I think, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a plan.
No.
Sometimes that's the best plan.
Every year I want to be Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes.
That's
Right.
adorable.
And every year I don't do it. But, so that's like my backup. Because every
Okay.
year it's my backup.
Next year.
Next year I'll actually do... Oh, Byron says Dave could be Rick and Morty, which is true, I think.
That's true. Yep.
Oh, Wyatt says my costume will be from Robin Hood Disney version.
Oh, that's so cute. The little fox.
Like a
the
fox
fox version.
Robin Hood.
That's
Cool.
adorable.
We're
That's
down
my
for
favorite
that.
version of Robin Hood. I have a little stuffed like ornament of the Disney's Robin Hood.
So right now, Gretchen is painting a deep one.
I am. It's my
And-
brother,
Yeah, because he's your brother.
my child.
And then Dave is painting a haunting horror.
Yep.
Lovely.
Snake with wings.
I
Yeah.
sent a picture of me in this costume to my little brother, and he was not surprised nor shocked that this was my choice.
Oh, Kat said that she has so many last minute orders that when she gets home from work, she plans on sleeping Halloween night. Oh.
Oh. Boo. Oh, cat.
I don't know if I plan anything fancy for actual Halloween.
We
Right.
did note that we forgot to bring candy.
We
my
did.
favorite candy on
We
Halloween.
came with no treats, only tricks.
Yeah, only tricks this year.
Yeah.
Guys, did you even notice I changed the color of the background?
You did.
Orange!
Oh no!
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, Byron's going, he's a stormtrooper that slaps Baby Yoda.
Oh.
That's mean. We do
No,
not
Byron.
approve.
Yes. That's terrible. Terrible.
Has anyone in the chat played the Mansions of Madness game? Because I have.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've played it quite a few times.
Cool.
It's
So
a
it must be good then.
yeah, I like the game.
Cool.
It's a cooperative game usually where you're trying to kind of solve the story or whatever they have for you, and fight monsters. You always have to fight monsters,
Okay.
the ones you're painting. But instead of Halloween, it's more Cthulhu.
That's fair.
So
but I
there's
think
always,
that's still
like-
kind of scary in its own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it kind of worked.
Cool.
But the key is, so I've played this a couple times and I've lost many times.
Right.
But essentially what you have to do is play, if you only have 3 people playing, you all have to play an extra player.
Oh,
it can,
okay.
It can play up to like 6, I think. And I found that the only way to win is by playing 6 players.
Right. You gotta make sure that somebody makes it through to the
Yeah.
end.
Exactly.
Right. Maximum body count.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's there's sort of part of the game is that you can go insane,
Yeah.
which is kind of the whole Cthulhu thing.
Go insane? Don't mind if I do. Yeah.
All good stuff. So,
Cool.
Dave, what colors are you starting off on this haunting horror?
So the hunting horror, I'm starting off with Militarum Green, which is a contrast color. So I've done that for the body of the sort of the snake body, and then I'm using here Nasdrag Yellow for the membranes. Membranes on the wings. And once I've got those painted in, I'll come back and paint the other more bony parts in the same green. And then I'll leave it to dry for a little bit, and I'll come back and do some extra coloration on the skin. You can see, I think it's in the shot there that's got that the stripes or the patterning on there. So it should be fun to mess around with something a little bit out of the ordinary. I don't know exactly what yet, but something that will send you mad.
And since I'm painting this guy up to match me, I'm doing black, and then I'm going to do gunmetal for the spiny bits and kind of dry brush those a bit.
Okay.
Since I have kind of this
The silvery
metallic vibe going on here.
sounds like a plan.
And maybe use a little bit of strategic shifter paints just to make it look like it's that slick and wet kind of feel, like it just came up from the ocean.
A little bit of a shimmer.
Yeah.
Cool.
But less for the shimmer and more for the kind of oil slick vibe.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool. That would be good.
Beep, 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 beep.
I've been messing around with the contrast paints quite a bit recently, and I actually just did put together an article for, I think it's going in the December issue of Game Trade magazine.
Cool.
On contrast paints and talking about them and how to use them and things to be careful with and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully that'll go over pretty well. Fingers crossed.
Nice.
But
Yeah, just so you guys know, every month Dave writes an article for the Game Trade magazine.
indeed.
Which, yeah, I should put in the group sometimes.
Yeah. In the
to link, because right now you can get it digital.
Yeah. Yep. It's yeah, with it being digital, that's why I've been able to push my articles really close to that deadline limit.
Oh no.
Which is why I say I hope it's in December. I haven't heard back from Jerome. I might have been too late.
Oh no.
Also, hello Zabiram. Thanks for joining. Happy almost Halloween.
Indeed.
I'm excited. I'm gonna make s'mores. I got my fire pit and we tested it out over the weekend and it works really nice.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, let us know what you guys are painting currently. Any current works in progress. We would be interested to know. Oh yeah, I forgot. I do have the, actually, give me a second. To get the pictures from last Promptober.
Oh, excellent.
Is
This from Elemental?
Elemental, yes. I do have them, but just give me a minute because I'm going to need to download them.
Okay, sure thing.
No, Leona, right away.
Chop, chop. Well, this is usually the point in the October shows where I would talk about the movies I watched.
Oh yeah, what did you get through? What did you...
I watched 2 horror movies. One of them was kind of, I guess, less a horror movie and more of a little bit more sci-fi kind of thing.
Okay.
It wasn't particularly fantastic, but
What was it?
it was called Doe, as in John Doe, kind of thing.
Okay.
And the main character, you sort of meet him right at the start, and he's talking about how, like, 8 years ago, he woke up with no recollection of his previous life, of anything up until that point, and he's not been able to remember anything since. But he can speak a whole bunch of languages completely fluently. And when I say a whole bunch, I mean, like, he tells everybody 37, but it's actually, like, pretty much all the languages.
He just can speak every language.
Can just speak every language. So.
But he just thinks there's only 37 languages. It's a separate plot point.
He's well, it's as I say at one point during the film, it's like you know more, you know the hundreds, but you only say 37 because that might be within the realm of possibility. Is somebody actually learning that many? But learning hundreds is certainly not.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to keep it a secret if you just, like, didn't say anything until it became relevant. And you're like, yeah, because honestly, how many languages are you going to speak in front of any one person?
Exactly.
Like.
But, yeah, so I watched that one. It's got a little bit of there's a little bit of a replicant vibe in there. So, as I said, yeah, it wasn't really horror, it was more sci-fi. But I did watch Sinister, which is
I've seen that one.
Mix of... Pardon?
I said I've seen that one.
Yep, with Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
It is Ethan Hawke, isn't it?
Think so.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's Ethan Hawke. With a, like, haunted house / serial killer kind of vibe to it. Kind of story. And that one was good. I also watched a series called To the Lake. So anybody who's got Netflix and has been watching horror shows, I'm sure that that's been suggested to them. But it's a Russian TV show. So pretty sure it's only just that one season. It's like 8 episodes. And it's about a family and associated folks who flee a pandemic from...
I remember seeing that one. I did not watch it, though.
They flee from Moscow, and they're heading out to the main character's father's lake house kind of thing. So, but that one was quite good. I did enjoy that. One of the things that I always wonder about, somebody in the chat might have a theory on this, but when I watch a foreign language film or foreign language TV show, I put the English language, like the English subtitles and the English dubbing on, and they never match up.
That's funny.
They never match up perfectly. I can't think of an example right now. I'll come up with one. But
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I actually think it's because they changed the words to try and fit the lip movement.
right.
And then when it's just the sub, it's like a more direct translation.
Oh.
So like
okay.
if someone's shouting, they'll try and time it so that it looks like they'll try and match the voice actor's
that makes sense.
words.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't like keep on shouting and you're like, but he's done talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair. I think then what I prefer it would be, if they're going to do it that way, is just make the subtitles the transcript of what the person is yelling.
It is weird that they don't do that. I
Yeah.
Probably
agree.
2 different companies, to be honest.
Yeah, but just that that at the end they don't come together and go, these things don't match.
I agree. It is kind of weird.
I guess they don't bother watching it. We spent all this time making it. I don't want to spend another 8 hours watching it. It's done. Out the door. Get rid of it. So it could be that. But, yeah, kind of strange.
Oh my gosh,
Anybody else
I agree.
notice that? Oh, we've got Helly Wacky is
Wacky.
joining us in the chat.
Thanks for joining.
Sinister is very disturbing. Yes, indeed it is. It's yeah, it is quite cool. So that was nice. And also Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead World Beyond.
You were just
So-
like on top of it.
Yeah, so it was only about, I guess, 15 or 16 hours of horror stuff this week.
You want to know what I did?
Hooray! What'd you do?
I
Watching.
did manage to watch like one Halloween-y film. I watched Beetlejuice, but I watched it because I spent the weekend helping a master falconer out at their farm.
Cool. I was wondering what you were going to do with that mouse.
That was on the list of things I would do with that mouse if it stayed at my house.
Little did we know.
But
It was a foreshadowing.
A few of my friends are on their way to becoming they're apprentices.
Okay.
And so I got invited up to kind of just tag along. Obviously, I'm not an apprentice and we're a falconer, so I can't handle any of the animals. But I got to kind of hang out and watch them do falconry and learn a little bit more about falconry and learn about chickens and other bird, because, you know, they don't just have like one bird. They have chickens and ducks, ducks, geese, chickens, the hawks. Like it's a pretty fun little farm setup.
Very cool.
So I got to hang out and learn, and I helped do some farm work, which is very, very much what I grew up with. So
Right.
I think I surprised the falconer a little bit, because she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you came to work," and I was like, "That's what you do on a farm." I didn't come here to just like not work. That's rude.
I would have completely not surprised the falconer. At the end, he would have said, "I didn't think that Dave was going to do any work." And I wouldn't have. No work at all.
But it was a fun and educational weekend.
Very cool.
Early drive. We had to be there before sunrise.
Oh, wow.
And she lives a little ways out. But
Crazy. No, that sounds
yeah.
awesome.
very fun. Not very Halloween-y, but
I don't know.
but yeah, a fun time. Something different, something cool.
Yeah.
So Gretchen, what silver are you using for?
So that was gunmetal. And I kind of just blended that on any of the places where I thought it would either look nice or matched on my own costume. So on the spines on the back, on the spines around the head, on the like little flipper parts. And then I'm going to let that dry for a hot second, and then I'm going to go back with this very light silver, and I'm going to pick apart some of the lightest points on it, so like the nails and the like digits in between where the I want to call them flippers, but that's
like
not
the webbing?
the webbing. Yeah, that's a better word.
Flippers is a great
fins.
word, though. You should be stuck
Flippers
with
is
that.
a
You should
great
just
word,
go
but
with
not
flippers.
for this. And kind of use it to pick out those details a little bit more, so it's so they're just a little bit more highlighted. And then I'm probably gonna do the mouth kind of like a pinky color on the inside and get those teeth looking really rad. So it's just teeth focusing. And I don't know where I'm going to incorporate a bit of yellow, but I'd like to, since my costume has a little bit of yellow on the one little, like,
Maybe the
angler.
eyes. Make the
Yeah,
eyes
that's
yellow.
what I'm thinking.
That would be cool.
Because on mine, the eyes are silver, and it kind of looks like a fly.
It does.
It does, actually.
It doesn't it?
Yeah, when you had the
When
hood
you
up,
can't see my little anglerfish doohickey, it kind of looks like if you just put some wings on me, I would be Jeff Goldblum's in the
You'd
the
be
fly.
Brundlefly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would. Which just means more bang for my buck with this costume, because next year
Exactly.
I can just pop off my anglerfish doohickey and be a fly.
Yep. Perfect.
My boyfriend's gonna hate this costume so much.
Little did he know this is going to be a costume that just keeps living
Every
on
year
and
it
on.
will
A
transform.
costume for the ages.
It will. Every year I'll turn it into something new.
That's
And every
amazing.
year he'll ask me if I'm being something cute, and I'll say yes.
Yes. So Dave, what pink are you putting on yours?
Right, because I wanted to do something a little bit more bold and wacky than usual. So on all of these little segments on its back there, I'm using magenta from Vallejo. The magenta. So it's really nice and bright and vibrant. And then I've got some ivory that I'm going to mix in with it. And for the highlights on there. At the moment, it's just painting all these little rectangular panels very carefully. Oh, I just worked out what the little growths are.
What are they?
They're legs.
Huh.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, I don't know whether they're like vestigial or whether they're just sort of popped in place to sort of aid.
And you
more
will
sort of
notice, Kat,
aerodynamic sort
our
of thing.
fancy handles that I have.
Yes.
Yes, with duct tape. The
Very
fanciest.
fancy.
Super fancy. Fancy handles.
Well, you know,
But we
we're
are using
people
them.
of fanciness here.
Because last week we painted terrain and then everybody got paint on their hands.
Yep.
So this time I was like, let's use me brain.
But top tip. Gretchen told us all this one,
Yep.
and it works perfectly. You told all of us. Do you want to tell everybody?
I'll tell everyone again. Tip, if you get a bunch of miniature painting paint all over your hands, it is an acrylic paint, and therefore if you take hand sanitizer and you take a big old glob of it and rub it all over your hands, it will it'll get rid of almost all, if not all, of the acrylic paint stuck on your hands. If you have a lot, I would recommend also using like paper towels just to help have some kind of friction. But yeah, it comes off almost immediately.
Yep. It was great. And everybody has hand sanitizer right now, right?
Yep.
That is true.
Everybody.
Gonna stick it out there next to the Halloween candy.
Yep. Excellent. Okay. There are a lot of these little scales on the back of this thing. A lot of them. Not as many as the crystals on your dragon, but
That's why I'm
lot.
just working on my twin right now.
what's that?
So that's why I'm just working on my twin right now.
Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple.
Basic. There we go. Okay.
Baby Byron says, can you vote, Dave?
Hmm?
Apparently.
Can I vote?
Yes.
Yes. You mean, am I allowed to vote in American elections? Yes. I am a citizen. Yay. 8 years a citizen now. How about that?
That's fun.
But yes, I voted at the beginning of October. Dropped off my mail-in ballot in a ballot box.
That's what I did too.
Yep. Very
Chris
cool.
says, well, I just dipped my brush in my coffee.
I've done that lots of times. It's fine.
That
As long
happened
as
to
you
me
catch it
basically
quick
every
enough.
hobby hangout.
Yeah.
I would have a cup and I would have water. So that's why I don't paint anymore, guys.
I would actually, the cups, I have a teacup collection, and I would use some of the crappier teacups for my paint water.
Right.
And then I would have a mug with my coffee. But that did not stop me from just instinctually grabbing or confusing the two.
Right. Nice.
You'd think it would. You'd be wrong.
Okay.
I like your deep one, Gretchen, that you're painting it like an anglerfish, because in the game, they have like a green coloring, and I think that it actually works to have a black. Like, it makes them more
Actually,
monster-y.
the deep one coloring in the game actually looks kind of cute.
Or like blue, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a blue-green color, and they have these big, like, very shiny, cute eyes. I would not be as intimidated by that. This one, because of the shape of it, combined with the colors, I feel like it's going to give off a little bit of an alien vibe.
All right. Yep. Which is even scarier.
Also, Thomas said that coffee makes a good wash.
Quite possibly.
You don't need any Knoll oil. Is that what it's called? Knoll oil? You know what I'm talking about? That colored?
I know
Null
what you're
oil.
talking about.
Knoll.
Oil. Or Agrex Earthshade.
You just need coffee.
Yep.
Black coffee.
Coffee would be great.
No, don't do that, folks. Do not put foodstuffs on your miniature.
That would be bad.
I guess it does make the dipping, putting the brush in your mouth a bit more delicious.
That's true. It would. Totally. I'd be distracted. I think I'd have to then just stop and relax and finish my coffee.
Oh, Byron says that silver glitter would look like fish scales.
Yeah. Yep. That would be good.
That's the goal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have the photos from Promptober. Would you like to see them?
Oh, you haven't
Yes.
downloaded? Cool.
yes,
Excellent,
I have them
yes.
all figured out.
Right. Look at that. I think it looks pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
So we have a Promptober thing going on our Facebook group, and this week, or this past week, was Elemental.
Yep. What did we have the previous week? The previous week was Robotic,
Yes.
Yes.
and before that was Scorched.
Yep.
Yes.
Before that was Undead.
Yes.
Yep.
And next week, so from this week until next Thursday, is
Alien.
Alien. Alien.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I think Gretchen's going to enter her deep one. I think you should. But yes, Elemental, Brian Coggan. When Brian posted this on the group, I wanted to say, how did you get all those rocks to stick together? Because he did such a great job painting those rocks. It's an awesome texture. And yeah, I just love it. And I love all of the, like the, what's the word?
Moss.
Like the moss and the
Yeah.
greenery sort of glued on around the eyebrows in particular. They look fantastic. But yeah, awesome work, Brian. I think this looks really good. Oh, Craig Dirks has painted up. This is a crashed Aquila Lander from Games Workshop, and it's looking really good. I think excellent paint scheme for the. It would have been a fantastic looking pre-crashed plane. But
That just means he needs to paint two of them. He
having
needs
it
to have
buried
the
in all that,
crashed and the uncrashed version.
yeah. But no, I love the weathering that you put on there as well. Looks great. Oh, Greg has painted up some wolves. Some elemental wolves. I wonder where these are from. Does anybody know where these are? I'm not sure, but they look great. That like ice wolf and fire or magma wolf. Any opportunity to say magma. But no, these look great, Greg. Very nice. Oh, Jason Kohler has painted up a fire elemental here. I think this one's from WizKids,
Yes.
I'm guessing.
I love the yellow, how it just trails all the way up to that face.
Yeah, yeah. And you can feel the heat coming off that face with those bright white eyes. Looks
Makes it look
very
mischievous.
Hmm?
Makes it look like a very mischievous spirit.
Yeah. It does look incredibly dangerous. But looking great, Jason. Nice work. Oh, great. Chris.
In a similar vein.
Yeah, in a similar vein for sure.
A
That looks
little
really
bit of-
nice.
Little bit of black at the very tips there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's like along those edges, you get that. But this flames start curling to smoke.
Yep.
It looks really very cool. Looking good there. Nice work, Chris.
All right.
Temple of Elemental Evil board game. Nice work, Roger. Going straight to the source.
Very good though.
There's a water elemental and a wind elemental, or an air elemental, I guess. But yeah, looking good. Those blues look great. Nice work. Sean is painting up a water elemental here. It's looking very cool.
I
love that face.
I would say the base of that, is that like pre-textured or is that painted on?
I think that's. I think it's paint over texture. I could be wrong, but yeah, it looks like Sean's used some paste or putty or something like that. You can use like acrylic, well, not acrylic, but silicone caulking, that kind of thing. Just squirt out a little bit and then just use a toothpick to drag it around. But yeah, it looks really nice, Sean. Good work. Actually, Leona, can you just go back for a second?
Yep.
That face has got a little bit of the heat miser
Yeah.
kind of. Is it cold miser?
I don't think it's
What
cold
is it?
miser. It's
Frost
Mr. Heat
miser? I'm
Miser,
not
and
sure.
it's like I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's sculpted and it's using green stuff.
Oh, right, cool. Very nice. Good work. But yeah, it looks great. Nice work, Sean.
Great job with the paint and the sculpt.
Oh, Underdog Paint Studio, painting a couple of different earth elementals. It is one of the things I really like with usually, well, when you see a lot of earth elemental type miniatures, they've got crystals on the base or crystals jutting out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's great when people switch up the colors of the crystals, change it so.
I appreciate their commitment to the crystals. I didn't have that.
Say, Gretchen knows all
Look at those
about
green crystals that I like. That I mean, also obviously having the shape of the crystals makes it a little easier, but it's so hard to get all that light refraction going on like that.
It is. But yeah, beautiful work, Underdog. Nice.
Okay, drum roll, please.
Oh,
That's my drum roll.
Jason
Our
Cole!
winner!
Hooray,
Jason
congratulations.
is the winner.
Okay, Jason, make sure you get in touch with Leona
Yes.
via the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group, and you can claim your prize. So just so everybody knows that all of these Promptober events, it's nothing to do with the final quality of the piece. It's all to do with a random draw as to who wins. But
So participate.
the important thing is participation. Participation.
And our
Brilliant.
new prompt is going to be aliens, right?
Alien.
Yep.
Indeed.
Did you miss that earlier?
Paint up your aliens of any kind.
And post them.
Oops.
Post them in the group. And if you're not part of the group, join the group. Painting Happy Little Minis on Facebook.
Sorry, I'm losing a little bit of energy there. I might need to.
You just take
a
a
quick
sip
swig.
of your potion.
He's truly mad.
I probably should have done that about 15 minutes earlier.
Now back to paint.
Now back to painting. Oh, this looks good. I like the yellow on the eyes. That's its mouth.
Yep.
You can kind of see the yellow in it. I'll have to take an actual picture.
Yeah.
There we go. Little beady yellow eyes. I'll do a little drop of super duper bright yellow so they look like they're kind of glowing.
Oh, Mike Becker is wondering, do Eldar count as aliens?
Huh.
They do.
I think so.
We'll count them. We're not picky about our aliens.
Yep. Eldar would count. All sorts of things can be alien. So.
I would consider the minis you're painting now to be kind of alien.
I mean, they're technically from another dimension.
Yeah.
It's a broad
Let alone the
category.
planet.
Don't think about it too much.
Well, I before I became a citizen of this country, I was an alien.
Technically, yeah.
And I was from the same planet. Just saying. Plenty of things can be alien. Feel free to go wild.
Yeah, that post is up now on our Facebook group,
Okay, cool.
so you can post to it while you're watching the show
Post now is what
on
they're
your
gonna
dual
say.
screen monitor setup.
While you're doing all the things.
No, it's been really fun to see the different things that people have been painting.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's been very cool.
And I know that this week into next week is like the end of October, beginning of November, but we're still gonna have it be Promptober.
It's not the end of Promptober.
Correct.
Promptober isn't a month.
It's a
Promptober
feeling.
is a lifestyle. No? Okay.
Oh, see you, Roger. Gotta run. Joining the
Bye,
stream for
Roger.
Campaign Trail from Gray Fox Games. Cool.
Oh, excellent.
Have
Enjoy that.
fun. I have not
Yep.
seen that game. It must be a Kickstarter.
Yeah. I haven't either.
I wonder.
Campaign Trail. Whenever I read Trail in association with games, I always think of Oregon Trail.
Yeah, it's hard not
It's
to.
a fun game. I never got to play it in school. I was always really jealous because other kids got to play it as like part of the school curriculum.
I
Right.
And it
know,
was
right?
never my class.
What kind of school does that?
I don't know.
I never did that.
My middle school. It was Oregon Trail and Sim City.
I never got to do it either because Australians don't care about the Oregon Trail.
That is fair.
So I only learned about it when I moved over here, and it was like, you have died of dysentery. That's it. That's pretty much the extent of what I know about the Oregon Trail. Is there anything else to it?
No.
Just sometimes you not die of dysentery?
Sometimes you die of rattlesnake bite.
Cool. At least there's a variety.
Oh yeah, actually, Jason, send me a message through the Game Trade Media. Send me a
Oh, yeah.
message through the Game Trade Media page, just
Yep.
so you know.
Go through.
Sorry, yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get out a little bit of gloss varnish. I remember to pack it. Did I remember to pack it?
That's
We
why I
have
just
some.
stick with glitter.
We have some gloss
There we go.
varnish, I believe, in one of the
There we go.
thingamaroonies.
So I paint the gloss varnish over the eyes and the mouth.
What a
And
little
he's done.
creature. I really like how he's coming out. I used the kind of green, might do a black wash on top of it just to kill some of the sparkle.
I think I'm almost ready to pop this guy on the spinner.
Oh,
But he's tiny
that's fair.
and is very, very straightforward, which is good. How many of these do you get in the box? Do you know? Leona?
I have no idea.
How many haunting horrors?
Yeah.
I think it's around 4 or 5.
Okay. Cool. Well, I must admit, with the there's a mix of influences here on this guy. Because of that, the opportunities for the coloration on the scales there. There was a little bit of the Beetlejuice kind of feel. I wanted something that was going to contrast pretty well. There's the sandworms, is what I'm thinking about
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
in Beetlejuice. And then also it was the bright green and the pink of
Oh,
the test tubes that got me thinking about that. So I think that's he's done. Now to pull him off very carefully off the. There we go. And I'll pop him there. I noticed on the bottom of these, I know that they have little sort of little nubs
Yeah, pegs.
Yeah. Do they
They-
fit into areas on the board or?
They actually have little tiles that they can sit on.
Okay. Cool.
Little plastic tiles.
Right.
And they only give you a certain number of the tiles. And so you're supposed to, like, switch the monsters off and on
Okay.
them,
Right.
I believe. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how that aspect works of it.
Yeah.
I would say the nubs are not super successful, so you definitely need glue alongside the plastic nubs.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, there he is.
This guy, yeah, he turned out all right. But you can see those little legs tucked up alongside the body. Oh, that was weird.
What?
There was just a little flash of something else. Not sure what it was. Sumki has joined us. Hi, Sumki. You're saying digging the costumes.
Oh, well, you missed the full experience.
I'm sure Leona will do it again.
No, I mean Gretchen's
Okay.
hood.
Gretchen's hood. Okay.
It's okay.
Gretchen?
You don't have
Do
to.
I have
Thank
to
you.
do it for Sumki? I can do it. Ha
There we go. Fantastic.
You need to be reminded how incredible this
I
costume
can paint
is.
like this. I can see.
Yeah, you can paint like that?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's good.
Also, Mike G says, "Great work, Dave."
Cool. Thanks, Mike. Very cool. Yes, Sumki, that costume is amazing.
Oh no.
Sometimes-
Gretchen, look at the camera. Oh no, when you lift up, it's a big...
We can't see what you're painting. It's being censored by the anglerfish.
By the anglerfish light.
Awesome.
So you can take your hood down if you want, Gretchen. Woo!
Yay! Very cool. Nice. Well, do we have some photos from the group
Yes.
that aren't Promptober entries? I think we've had a pretty busy week. I just
Oh,
realized-
Kat says that your costume makes more sense now, Gretchen. She was kind of confused. And
yeah,
yes, we do have pictures.
I
Sorry.
saw it and I thought there can be no better costume than this. And it was a kid's costume, so it was cheap.
That's cool.
'Cause I'm short. All right, this little dude's done. I can't really get him on the spinner though.
I can get them after we're done looking at the.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we painted one of those.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see how different, like, we all had the same paints, but obviously they chose a different color scheme, and, like,
Yeah.
it works. It's really good.
Yeah, I think Art's done an awesome job there with that. I love the just those exposed muscle parts, like up on the shoulder there and on the belly, it's just
Yeah.
looking really very visceral. Very cool. Nice work, Art. Looks great.
Oh. And Brian again. He had posted in the group and for the Promptober, so.
I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, amazing.
It's pretty amazing.
It's so new
I like it.
to my eyeballs. What's the little mini next to it? Is that like a size reference mini?
I think so.
Small details that I didn't notice previous because I was distracted by its, like, awesome face bits.
Actually, I think that's a dwarf next to it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like a dwarf troll slayer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that model is probably, it's got to be 16, 18 inches tall. Yeah, right up to the tip of the rocks there. But yeah, again, nice work, Brian. Chris has been glossing up some Death Troopers. They're looking very cool. I mean, so much black.
I really like the all black armor. That it looks very stealth, and
Yep.
you can still see all the different details and stuff on it, which is nice.
Yeah.
But they definitely look like an elite group of like
Yeah.
stormtroopers.
Yep. They look like they could actually hit something.
Yeah, they're the only 6 stormtroopers who can hit anything.
But no, they look great, Chris. Nice work. And what have we got? Oh, Craig has been painting up. He said he stole the tree idea, but it's changed up a little bit. So the Tau have very sort of Japanese feel to them. Or there's elements of Japanese culture that have been drawn into the Tau. And yeah, painting that almost cherry blossom kind of tree on there. Very cool idea. Not something you'd usually see. But yeah, Craig's done a nice job. Good work there, Craig. Oh, Dave's been painting up some Necrons from the Indomitus box set.
Love that light teal into that cobalt on its
Like on the claw
hand.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely looking very cool. I think it's that teal cobalt purple combination is working really nicely together. You got good there's good tonal difference through there, even though the hues are all sitting very close together on the color wheel. But yeah, looking good, David. Nice work. Oh yeah.
Sorry if
And-
that's too small.
No, that's good.
Ergo and Margot, the Giant and the Witch from Titan Troll Miniatures.
Yeah.
I love how comic booky this looks.
Right.
It looks very illustrative
Right.
and very crisp in that kind of illustrative way.
Yeah.
So the facial expressions are just like very easy to see, easy to take in. I like it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely fantastic. I love the work on the face paint there. It's just
Like
it's
you
great.
you see that smirk coming through.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so sort of super detailed. But yeah, nice work, Ed. It looks great. Fantastic. Excellent. Nice work, Fern.
I would hide that in a Christmas village.
Yep. I wouldn't
Like,
hide it. I'd put it front and center.
I don't have
And
a
everybody can
Christmas
stand around
village,
it
so
caroling.
I would have to. I would go to someone else's Christmas village and just like dink
Just
it in,
Hide it in the back.
see how long it
What's
would
this
take.
Christmas tree doing? Ah! Yeah, that'd be fantastic. But no, that looks great. Where's that miniature from? We need to know.
Because I
I'm
mean,
pretty
most
sure
minis
from
almost work
said, but I
perfectly
didn't write
for the little
Right.
Christmas villages. That
Yep.
would, I feel like that would be perfect.
Yeah.
I'd get a giggle.
No, I think it looks awesome. Nice work. Oh, Jeff Bennett has been working on this for a week or so, which is
Ooh, that's
like-
gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. The miniature is a spectacular mini. It's Magnus, the Demon Prince of the Thousand Suns, is the name
That's
of
a
the...
fancy title.
It is a fancy title. But yeah, the miniature is awesome, and Jeff's doing an awesome job on it. So much detail, and so much like fancy, regal, so many fancy, regal details on there.
Well, and I really like the blue because typically with like things that stay very demonic, you'd see people going for like black or orange or like more staying in that warm
Yep.
kind of color range. But I like the light blue because I feel like typically with the light blue and the gold and the white, you'd see that on more angelic figures.
Right. Yep.
I mean,
Well, this one, there's also I'm not sure whether Jeff's going to be working on it or not, but there's also like a chest plate, breastplate, that has the similar sort of stylings to the thighs there, and 2 enormous nipple horns that kind of match like the horns in his head. So I'm not sure if Jeff's working on that or if he's just going to go with the bare chest. But yeah, looking great, Jeff. Really nice. Oh, Graham's painted up been painting up the Whisperers faction. So this is Alpha. Nice. I think it's very cool there that, and because we know what your Survivor miniatures look like, the ones that aren't decayed. Looking at the way that you've done the work on the face there, and then very neatly shown that it's a mask under there. Yeah, it looks really great. Nice work, Graham. Very cool. Oh, Jason has been painting up a Blood Rage, one of the Blood Rage characters. I can't remember the name of this one, but yeah, I think Jason was mentioning the sword. You got that flaming sword is coming up there, so it does look great. Blood Rage is like a Viking. It's set in Viking mythology.
Okay.
But which is why I can never remember what this one is, because it's very ape-like.
I know a little
Anatomy.
bit about Norse mythology, but I don't know that.
You don't know that?
No.
Yeah. Possible Kumini or not might have, or Simon, or Come On Games. Finally, I've got it right. Come on. Might have adjusted, juggled around, and sort of massaged the mythology to squeeze that in.
I like that.
Massaged. Yep.
I'm going to say that instead of taking artistic liberties. I'm going to be like, I just massaged it. It's
Massaged it a little
fine.
bit. Yeah. But no, I think Jason's done a great job with this one. It's looking really nice. The gold is working really well against both the red and the black. But yeah, great work, Jason.
Cool. That's it for now.
Okay. Cool thing. It's giving me enough time for my cultist robes to dry.
I'm getting to mine.
What color are you going with yours?
I'm thinking of doing like a brown and then maybe doing some kind of like ornamentation or something, because there's a nice little trim on the bottom and on the back.
Yep.
What brown are you using?
I am using the brown that was closest to me, and that's Carne Marantan.
Oh, it's kind of like a tan flesh kind of
Yeah.
color. Cool.
But I was like, I have sepia wash here. It's as long as it looks like a brown.
Go crazy.
Why are we fickle about the brown of his robes?
Yes. No, that's cool.
I'm not. He doesn't care. But yeah, I haven't really like fully decided what I want to do past initially brown.
Cool. I'm going with the classic red, I think, with the cultist robes.
See, when I think of like classic cultist colors, I for some reason think purple instead of red.
Okay.
Think like dark purple or like black.
Yeah. Get tangled up in my wires here. There we go.
But I felt like I did black for the deep one here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to put that.
He's drying. You were in fact right on time. There he goes. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay.
Yay.
It is on the spinner. Oh, that does look very cool. But yeah, it does have that
Hi Seth. Thanks for
Kind of
joining.
alien vibe to it.
that alien vibe.
Hello,
Hey,
Seth.
Seth. Cool. I just noticed that Byron asked, is the Demon Prince for Warhammer or 40k? That particular one is for 40k.
I'm glad you know the answer to that, because
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. No, actually, I painted one of those guys about 2 or 3 years ago as a commission. And I underquoted. There's a lot of work. A lot of work. as a commission painter, that's kind of one of the most painful things you can do.
I imagine.
Underquote.
I don't take commissions often for like painting pieces. Just because I find it stressful. I tried for a short hot minute, like out of art school. I was like, I'm gonna do commissions, and I got commissions, and I was like, I hate this, because people suck the joy out of it for me.
Yeah, it can be tough, for sure.
Granted, I've had some people where I like make things for them, and they're super wonderful, and I love seeing how excited they get and everything. But for a making lots of money thing, I was like, no, I'd rather just pit-pat along my own path. But I've seen a lot of friends and stuff underquote themselves and then get overwhelmed with work. And I've actually, the blacksmith who helped make, my boyfriend has a custom sharp sword that he ordered. He like vowed never to make that kind of custom again for that money, because he severely underestimated how much effort would go into it, and yeah, which was rather funny. He like put his mark on it. And he's like, never again, like as he's handing this.
Yeah, that happens. It can be tough, and it's probably I expect it's gonna be. Oh. Do you want to call out directions to me? I'm gonna put that there while we're waiting.
Oh, yeah. Can you lift it up a little bit?
Sure. How's that?
Thank you. That's good.
I saw it again. It's a digital storm. Yeah, Kat says it can be so terrible when you hit the moment on a commission when you realize you're now working for free, but you can't stop because you want to do your best work.
It's awful. I just get, like I said, I just get too stressed out. I'm like, I can't do it. And I'm bad. Okay, so the first time I ever did like an artist booth and sold paintings and stuff at a convention, I did really well. For like an unknown person doing traditional artwork in a where digital is a lot more popular, I actually did more than break even. I had enough money to buy myself dinner afterwards, which is really good for your first booth. And I enjoyed it immensely. But I also gave so much away for free because I would just be like, you're such a good person, you deserve more. Like, I was so bad. Like, children, that's what gets me. Like, not just like people I'm like, pay, but like children who stop by and give like puppy eyes, and I know they're just sad and broke.
Right.
Like, I'd give them tiny things, and I'm bad at that. No, I can't do it. I don't have a good business heart for that.
Something that the camera.
It turned it silver entirely.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because it's not that in person.
I can darken it more.
Yeah. See if we can pick up a little bit of
there we go.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's more accurate.
Yeah. It does have a bit more of a green sort of sheen to it.
Yeah.
We're not quite seeing, but yeah.
That's
cool.
funny. Just shows up silver. Surprise, guys. I've just been painting it gunmetal the entire time.
You've just been dry brushing for half an hour.
No, yeah, that's pretty accurate. It has, like Dave was saying, it has more of a green kind of wet sheen to it.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, you're right. Because it actually has that like oil spill kind of
Yep.
look. For some reason,
Yeah.
the camera only picked that up as.
it's because of the shimmer.
Yeah.
Pearlescent things don't really translate well on pictures or video.
That is very true.
So you just have to like look at it and then imagine it's prettier.
Use your imagination.
Which is really what I expect for
Imagine
anything
this,
I paint.
but good.
Imagine this, but nice.
That's me
Grab-
whenever I make any. I'm
Yep.
like, look,
Grab
I'm
your
a really
rose-tinted
talented guy."
glasses.
Imagination is key in these creations.
Trip
You
down
know, I'm going to stop
imagination
painting
lane.
on the show. I'm just going to come in with a empty mini and just be like, now just imagine I've painted it.
That's
'Cause
cool.
if I did commission painting, I would starve before I got the first figure done. It's it's just
You just have to
Nope.
charge a lot of money, Chris. That's all.
yeah.
No, it is a very it's a fairly very demanding kind of thing to do, to turn your hobby into a business. One of the things that is kind of nice with miniatures is that there's a fairly sort of clear point where you can go, okay, this is done, or this is done enough. I think when you're painting, like when you're creating a landscape painting or whatever, when you're using like watercolors or oils or acrylics, whatever it happens to be, on a canvas or on paper or whatever, the end point is when you decide it is the end point.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a lot tougher, I think. This is like, okay, everything's got some paint on it.
Well, and I also tend to, when I would do commissions, I would send updates and sketches and stuff step by step through the process. And for most people, that works really well. They just give the A-OK, and they're like, go ahead and do the thing. But I think the largest painting I ever did, I did a watercolor portrait for a woman, and it was like a $500 painting. And each step of the way, she wanted me to change something from
Right.
the original pictures she had given me to paint off of.
Right.
And it got to the point of where she was changing like actual things about her daughter, and at the end she was like, it doesn't look like my daughter. I was like, ma'am,
Here's your list of changes.
you were like, I could do a step by step.
Yep. Yeah, some people are not good clients.
But I still got paid.
That's good.
I was like,
Okay, what am I going to do with these? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go stick with the traditional kind of cultist things, or at least the things that I see as traditional. I think it's traditional. So, we've got some black and some gold in there. It should be fun.
Oh gosh. Bye, Kat. Off to work.
Kat.
Deal with all the first timers who want to make elaborate costumes before Saturday. Good luck.
All the best, Kat. All the best.
Thanks for joining us.
Byron says Frank Frazetta's wife did the money deals. That's good. Yeah, if you've got somebody who knows how you work and can keep track of all of that, if you don't have to worry about it, it's very nice not to have to worry about doing that kind of stuff. Mike asks, are you all using Logitech cameras?
That's
Yes.
I don't know how technology works.
We
here.
are using Logitech for the webcam. I mean, the close-up spinner.
Yep. Otherwise, we have all sorts of
Different kinds.
different kinds of cameras they look expensive.
Yeah.
They're on very sturdy tripods.
Yep.
So
We let them be. Byron says, poor cat. I agree.
yeah.
Somebody's like, you gotta make an amazing costume. That's like, I saw a post online where someone was talking about 3D printing a costume.
Oh, wow.
And I encouraged them to not do that and instead make their costume out of foam.
Right.
Because
Okay.
it's way cheaper and faster.
So much faster.
I was like, I can't imagine 3D printing a costume. I know people do it, but like they also do it for months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Sumki says, we know who the hosts are. We have cameras. They look expensive. Bless.
Yep.
Yes, Kat, I wish you lots of sleep Saturday night.
Fantastic. That's great. But,
So I see that both of you are kind of creating these lines on the
Yep.
figures. Are those there?
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha.
We're not that in sync brainwave wise. Are you kidding?
And so
Only
Gretchen,
slightly.
for yours, you're sticking to brown. That's a darker brown.
Yeah, it's like a red brown. It's kind of like a. I'm just kind of looking around and going, what would kind of look nice? I'll probably do like a trim in gold so that he looks kind of like he has money and not just like a poor cultist.
Like it's a fancy cult.
Yeah, it's a.
Your cult is fancy.
I feel like you can't have a cult without money. Then it's just a weirdo in a basement. No one's gonna follow that. Like,
No, not unless he asks for lots of money. Then you know it's a proper cult. Yes, exactly.
oh, I don't
think that's
know.
fair. I
Oh,
do think
no.
I'm amused, endlessly
Knock
amused by the
everything
wobble.
down.
I know, I'm sorry. and
It's
I know
fine.
Gretchen's is like not working anymore.
That's because I got paint everywhere. Because
You can flip the tape around,
I
probably.
am a neat and tidy
Yeah.
person.
No,
it's
it's
fine.
it's fine. It's
good.
just amusing.
It is.
So amusing. Cool. Before I go into the painting the additional trim in there, just quickly use some Gilliman flesh. Paint his face. Now I'm pretty sure that he's got a mustache.
He's got a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if I should just like leave it painted sort of flesh color so that it looks like it's almost like fishy jowls coming down.
That could be cool.
You think? Something like that? Maybe.
I trust your ability to do that more than my ability to do that.
I just have to remove one of the shadows in there at the top of the mustache. But here I'm just using some Gulliman Flash contrast paint to paint that in.
Chris says just in time for Movember.
Right. Yes. Actually, Chris, are you still doing a Movember thing? Please say yes.
Mark also says a cult of personality. We love it.
Indeed.
And Sumki had mentioned that they've seen 3D printed helmets, but not a whole costume. Yeah, and that's what
Right.
this person was talking about, a helmet, but I still told them, like, just do it in foam. Because
Yeah.
foam is where it's at. Well, and as you said, Dave, like 3D printing is a separate hobby. And
it
I
is.
feel like people see things where they're like, oh, cool, 3D print. It's like plug and go. And it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not really that. Yeah. 3D printers really just want 3D prints.
No matter the
3D
cost.
print. Yep. No matter the cost. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know quite a few people who've got 3D printers and are enjoying the 3D printing hobby. It's definitely not like pulling a inkjet printer out of the box and plugging it in, and like 30 seconds later having a helmet. It's definitely not that. So that would be cool if it was, and maybe one day it will. But we've still got a little ways to go.
Also,
what I have seen,
Chris responded to you, Dave.
yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. And taking recruits if anyone is interested. Okay. So Chris Layfield is putting together a team for Movember. So if you would like to join Team Layfield and help raise a whole bunch of money for men's health issues like prostate cancer and so on, that would be super cool. I think once Chris has got the team page up and running, are you going to post it in the group, Chris? I invite you to post it in the group.
We will allow it.
It is allowed. Exactly. So, yeah, that would be super cool. I'll get that.
Maybe we should have a miniature with mustache for Movember.
It could be the promptember.
Prompt.
Let's move into promptember mustache.
We just keep putting prompt in front of every month. It still works for December, Promptember.
Promptembuary.
Promptembuary.
It becomes tougher for things like May and June.
Yeah.
Just prompt. But no, I think that'll be fine. Yeah, let's do one. Like we can do mustache for one. We can do turkey for like the last week of November.
Just find a turkey mini.
Find a turkey mini. Oh,
I'm a little disappointed that I haven't seen David Moffat's tanks on our Promptember for every. Remember how we were joking that tanks fit all themes?
Come on, Dave.
I was hoping.
Well, we can save that for Thanksgiving as well.
There you
we can do Thanksgiving.
What doesn't, as you say, what doesn't say Thanksgiving like tanks?
Tanks.
Well, to me, it's like robotic tanks. Elemental, still a tank. I'll give it to you. It's the element of metal.
Excellent.
Alien, a tank.
This tank isn't from around here. I haven't seen you here before. But yeah. We should do that. We should keep the prompting going.
Some cases just use water tanks for elemental.
Right.
Oh, cool. Chris has the link in the chat.
Link in the chat. So if you are interested in joining Team Layfield and growing a mustache.
Mike Becker says it should be Tanksgiving. That's the prompt.
Yes. Yes. Not for the whole of November, though. Not for the whole of it. But I think it will. We'll talk about it behind the scenes. We'll let you know.
Every week you have to paint a tank.
A different tank.
A different tank.
Fish tank. Do that. I all of a sudden just ran out of tanks. Oh well. I'm sure there are other tanks.
Chris says, if you do turkey, then I will finish my turkducken sculpt for this is not a test.
Oh, fantastic. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So my friend, Chris and I's mutual friend Joey from World's End Publishing makes a turklucken
Oh gosh.
mini, which is a fantastic sort of mutant turkey. It looks great. It's you can paint it up just like a regular turkey, or you can paint it up in mutant colors.
Does he sell it?
He does. Yeah. So
Okay, we need to get that.
Yeah. Sort of paint it up. I'll try and track down the photo of the one that I painted.
Oh yeah,
Joey.
you should. Then we can just show that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely cool.
So Gretchen, I see you're doing some trim.
I am, and I'm doing it wider because I messed up, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to clean it up. Or who knows? Maybe I'll just turn it all to gold. Maybe I'll just do that. And he'll be like the fanciest.
Endless gold.
Oh.
What gold color are you using?
I am using glorious gold.
The best of all gold colors.
So yeah.
Oh, apparently Chris named it the Turklucken.
All right, yeah. Yeah, he did. Yep. Yeah.
Quite honestly, though, when you said paint the turkey, I thought that you meant like an actual, like, you're going to bring in a turkey that you eat and paint it.
Right. Like pre-cooked.
I guess so. I was like, all right. I guess we'll just do that. I wasn't going to argue with you.
That's called
I was just-
That's called basting. That's when you paint an actual turkey. So I'm going to look for some paints.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little sad neither of you decided to paint the deep one. No, the star spawn. Excuse me.
The star spawn.
The star spawn.
There's two reasons for that. Two reasons that I chose not to paint it. Oh, I'm gonna have to borrow some of that glorious gold.
Can
Oh,
you
no,
show?
here it is.
Can you show everyone how big the star spawn is again, Dave?
I can. Yep. Check it out.
So they know that you're not being ridiculous.
It's big.
It is big. The fun part is the wings wrap fairly tightly around there, but you can sort of pull them apart a little bit to get under there.
I think I've actually seen people who, did the hot water thing
And it sort of unfold them.
and lifted them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that would be fair. But yeah, they've got a little bit of an unfurling to do. But it is nice and big.
Please put in the chat if you'd like Dave to paint this. And he will do so and finish it by the end. In 40 minutes.
36.
36 minutes. It's a big joke. Oh.
Seems like nobody's going to take you up on that,
Some key
Leona.
says you can do it, Dave. We believe in you.
It hasn't popped up on our chat here. I can't see it, so it's...
If 10 people...
It'll take 10 minutes to get 10 people to say yes.
I know. On
Okay.
commission. That's what Byron
Right.
said.
Yes. If you'd like to pay me to do it, pay me extra.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Because
true.
you're already kind of
It's
paying
true.
me to paint it. Okay, here we go. Ready? Begin. I'm going to... oh, should I do that?
Oh, are you going to actually do it?
Yeah.
Yes, Wayne says go, go, go.
Okay, I'm just going to find the other right... oh, yep. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use Cygor Brown and Militarum Green for this. So I'm going to find a good spot on my palette to mix it. Just so that... where did I put the paintbrush that I was about to use? There we go. Let's go with one of those. Just so that I can get sort of a greenish look, but it's something that's a little bit more mottled and sort of ancient looking rather than fresh and friendly like the hunting horror.
Oh, Chris says you have to do it for 25 days of promptness.
Right. Okay. Wow, that Cygor Brown is really intense. That.
That is very intense.
That is really dark.
I'm going to see what violet
Yeah.
looks like over this.
Hmm?
Just because.
Are you going to do some violet?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's what's a wash. Huh? And I'm like, let's see what this does.
Okay, Leona.
Oh.
It's happening.
Woo! It looks so good.
It's happening. It does have a lot of texture, so it's perfect for the
contrast.
contrast. Yeah.
It's just those wings are so big.
Yeah. That's why I'm just slapping this contrast on. Going crazy.
Oh, I like the purple, Gretchen.
Yeah. I was like, you know what this dude needs? Purple.
Because you had said it at the beginning.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to look at the rest of the minis that we had?
I'm sorry, I've only got 25 minutes left to paint this. I'm not going to be saying anything.
Okay. Well, then I can look
No.
at the look at the minis.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the minis. Of course, we'll always look at minis.
Okay. From Jody, some
Oh,
of the
cool.
Legion Army.
Yeah. This is for Star Wars Legion, and that's is that Cad Bane?
Maybe.
Can't remember. It's one of the. It's like a bounty hunter from one of the shows that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I believe so.
Right. But yeah, looking really good, Jody. I love the.
Truly a space western.
Yeah, I love the look of the clothing up around the chest there, the lapels. Looking really, really good. It's very neat. Basic's cool too. Joe.
With an
has painted-
ancient green dragon.
That looks great. Very nice. Green dragon.
Ooh, I saw that one in the group.
Yeah, looks.
Yeah, I
looks
don't
very
know
cool.
if they put the maker of the sculpt.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I usually try and get that info,
Yeah.
but I really like that its tail is trailing on the ground.
Yeah, yeah. It does make for a very dynamic kind of look. But no, great work, Joe. Looks awesome.
Especially with the orange and the green. Good colors.
Yeah.
Josh is struggling
wow.
with highlighting the muscles.
Right, and that's fair. There's a lot of strange shapes there. They're kind of less. They kind of feel like less muscles and more just like sort of overlapping lumps of fat.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got that. There's a softness
That's
to
true.
them you wouldn't sort of expect from a much. It's much easier to paint that sharper, more cut sort of muscle kind of look. But I think it's coming along well. Probably what I'd suggest is rather than highlighting it any further, would be to take some thin glazes and work those into the shadows.
Yeah, almost push the shadows.
Push the
More.
shadows, yeah. And maybe because you've got all the sort of the reddish orange and the purple kind of look there, some green in the shadows would look nice. Just very thin coats. But yeah, only paint them into the shadows.
That's smart.
But yeah, coming along. Looking good, Josh.
Another Josh with a storm giant.
Oh, excellent.
We had seen one of these painted in a certain color scheme.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah.
obviously a different one. So this is by WizKids.
Yep. Yeah,
oh,
Josh
and
was-
also Mike said that the green dragon was from Reaper.
Oh, it is from Reaper? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I appreciate the dice for size, for scale
Yeah.
in this.
Well, dice are a lot of different sizes. That looks like a pretty big
Oh,
D20.
True.
But yeah, if it's a standard
It's
D20,
a normal D20.
yeah. I think yeah, it looks very cool, Josh. I like the variation of the colors through the lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Very stormy, much more
It
stormy.
looks almost like it's glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like glass, doesn't it? It looks, yeah, like somebody's done some blowing glass folding. But yeah, very nice. Good work.
We have Junebug with some miniatures from Hero Forge.
Cool.
It was nice to see Junebug post again.
Yep, definitely cool.
So yeah, they built these on Hero
On Hero
Forge.
Forge, yeah. Are these, I think it's interesting that you've gone and picked out, or you've chosen different color schemes for each one, rather than sort of going for like from the same household or the same sort of character through the ages kind of thing.
I believe they're for a board game.
Pardon?
I believe they're for a board game.
Ah, okay.
So like I think they're player
That makes sense. Yeah.
tokens.
Yeah, that's cool. One of the things I really do like there as well is the guy in the middle with the white and blue
Yes.
quilting. How you've got that like the jagged pattern that follows the quilting is really cool.
That
Nice
is
work.
nice.
Hmm?
One that we saw last week, but is, I believe, a finished
Oh right. Yep.
project now.
Yeah, Sean was working on it, but yeah, it looks great. Very nice,
A
Sean.
ghost ship.
Ghost ship, go spooky. um,
Because in this one he finished the helm, so now that is completely done.
yeah, I'm so glad that this was a costume.
Are you spraying?
No, I
contrast?
just because I'm just slapping so much contrast on here, it's like it just dripped down to the end of the thing, and while I wasn't paying attention, it dripped off the end of the wing onto my costume.
No.
But it's doing what a lab coat is supposed to do, which is protect my clothes
The
underneath.
clothes underneath.
I hope it's doing that.
Good job,
We'll find out.
Sean. I liked this.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
It does look great, Sean. Very nice.
Now to
Need
put
to
in
see
your
the red-
fish tank. I mean,
Oh, we need to see the rest of Sean's Ideneth
Yeah.
Deepkin army, his Fishman army.
here's Thomas with Marvel's United board game.
Excellent. Yeah, these are looking very cool. I love Red Skull in the middle there. Looks great. But no, nice work, Thomas. Thomas? Did you use some contrast paints on these? The Hulk looks like he might have been done with. I think it's like warp lightning, something like that. It's a very bright, vibrant green.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Excellent work.
Their heads are big.
Yeah, it's got that wild sort of chibi thing going on.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Underdog Paint Studios with a work in progress. Apparently
Very
their
cool.
friend printed these for them.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I love mushrooms. For many reasons. But
I feel like we saw one that looks like this, but
pardon?
I feel like we get excited every time we see a cute
a
mushroom.
mushroom,
mushroom?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like, does Games Workshop have like a mushroom thing, or is it?
Yeah, they do the Loon Shrine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and there are a couple of characters in that same army that have a lot of mushrooms going on. But yeah, this one's very cool. This one's actually like a mushroom with personality. So yeah, looks great. Nice work, Underdog.
Wayne with a zombicide toxic crowd.
Very
You
cool.
only need
That
one
does
to
look-
make a crowd.
I was going to say it's a big one. There's a big crowd. But I'm guessing that there are more photos
Yeah.
in the post. Okay, there we go. But yeah, this looks very cool. I do love the sort of the over the top nature of the Zombicide minis. It's like really wild and crazy. But yeah, I also love that around the mouth where it would have been eating people. It's like a nice bright fresh blood,
I know.
but then down in the guts. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good because he actually contrasted the or changed the bright
Yeah, the
red
the tone
between the red on his stomach.
of it. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely
Smart
cool.
choice there.
Good work.
Last one for today. Wesley.
Wesley Nottingham, Invader ATV. So these are from they've just been released recently, like maybe last weekend?
Oh.
Weekend before?
What?
Yeah. So,
How did he get them all done?
The power of believe.
Yeah, you just got to believe that you can do it and have a method planned out.
Okay.
Have an approach planned out so that you can just launch into it.
That's amazing.
You make sure you're the first person at the store on Saturday morning. Buy them and then don't sleep for 48 hours. That's
Great
pretty much how
job,
you do
though.
it. Yeah, I think they look great. I think putting them on that Cork Road as well is very neat. Let's give them a good sort of grounding.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like he must have made that before painting them.
Right. Had them all prepped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you find out what base size they're going to be on before they release, you can get that sort of stuff going on for sure.
Great job.
Yeah. Nice work, Wesley. It's excellent.
So that is all the minis that we have for this week.
Okay.
Thanks to everyone who posted in the group and who continues to post. It's very fun to see what everybody has been doing.
Yep.
We are slowly making our way to 1,900 members. And we're getting very close. It's very exciting.
Yep. And when we get to 2,000, we're going to
Do
do
the
something,
other one.
right?
Yes.
We're going to have a party.
Yes.
Leona's going to take Gretchen and I out for lunch.
You can just keep adding.
Yep, adding things. We're going to do that. So if you would like to see Gretchen and I go out to lunch with Leona,
We'll bring
Just
it. We'll make it a
saying.
Zoom party. We'll just
Yes!
like.
yep, that would be awesome.
Then add your friends to the group.
Yep.
It's as simple as that.
Make sure you check with them first.
Yeah.
We wanna-
And if
we
they
wanna
like
make sure
painting.
that they want to come and join us at painting happy little minis. But yeah, I think it'll be fantastic.
It'll be fun. It'll
Yeah,
be
people
good.
have been asking some good questions too.
Yeah, yep, there have been some good stuff coming up. Okay.
So Dave, how are you doing? Checking
Getting there.
in.
Getting there. There's a lot of area on this this model, and I got to work out what I want to do with the tentacles. I'm not sure exactly. Any suggestions from the crowd?
Put suggestions in the chat for the tentacles on Dave's star spawn.
Star Spawn. Yep. I think so. I've gone with the brown, sort of deep brown and green for the body. So I'm wondering if I should start to work that into like a purple for those tentacles. I think that
There
would
you
be pretty
go.
cool.
Then he could match Gretchen's purple
Oh, purple cultist.
cultist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
I like how the
went and just
purple-
added the gold because I did not like how it was looking.
Okay.
But I think I am just going to make it look like he was doing some kind of ritual and hide my mistakes that I don't like by pouring blood from his eyes.
Splattering blood.
Yeah.
Yep.
And being like, this is that now.
It hides a lot of sins
It does.
and reveals so many more.
Much like glitter.
Yes. Exactly.
Sumkey and Mike say purple, Dave.
Yeah.
If people
Done
have other
purple?
suggestions, feel free to pop them
What are
in.
these reds?
Okay.
What reds are these?
Let's see what purple I've got. Purple.
Brownish orange,
All
maybe?
red.
Brownish
this
orange.
red.
Oh, Chris asks the question of the day.
Okay.
What happens to all the miniatures after the show?
We eat them.
Delicious. Some of them I take home if I really like them and feel like I could use them playing D&D or whatever. I'll take them home. If I feel like I have a friend who plays D&D that would use them, then I give them to my friend.
If you really don't want them at all, give them away.
Yeah, or I give them away.
Just kidding. Sorry.
It's not wrong though.
Where's the lie?
A lot of them stay here, and I know that times where I've gone out to conventions for painting happy little minis, I've had just like a treasure chest of past paints, and we just did giveaways all day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mashup, really, what happens to them, depending on how much we like them versus if it's a game that we play or not. Sometimes it's If we're doing Warhammer,
Sometimes I take all the minis.
yeah. If we're doing Warhammer or something where I don't play, I'll just give them to Dave, or I have a friend or two that play Warhammer, and I'm like, surprise!
Yeah.
So,
Hey
yeah,
Dave,
lots
can
of
you
different
put
things happen
your
to the minis.
Sorry.
paint section closer? Can you like move your wet palette?
Yeah, it's kind of tough because I've got trying to paint it, but I know that I can't pick it up because I have all of the.
Oh, the green on there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move it to here. How's
Okay.
that?
That's
Is that all right?
perfect. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
No worries.
And recently, we've been giving the minis away that have been painted. So
Yeah.
Yep.
last week's Promptober winner is getting the Headless Horseman that Gretchen painted. And
Yep.
this past week's winner for Promptober is getting the dragon that Dave painted, the Nightmare Dragon. And then... which I thought worked well for Elemental. And then this
Yeah.
week, the winner, the Promptober winner, will get the Headless Horseman that Dave painted.
Excellent.
So
That's cool.
I'm
Yeah, it's
trying
nice
to be
to,
better about giving them away.
Yeah, I think it is. It is nice to be able to give them away.
Because, like,
Yeah.
the Ogre Zombies were sent out to 2 people.
Yep. Yeah, Mike got my ogre zombie, Mike Becker.
And I believe Spider-Man
Oh yeah,
got the
you're
other
right.
one,
Yep, got Gretchen's.
which is super fun.
Exactly. Are we going to be doing another paint night kit in November?
Yes.
Or do we have? I know November's an odd one because we have how many? 3
Yeah, we only have
only have
3
3?
weeks because of
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I'm going to say it in honor of Dave Moffat. Post all your tanks.
Post all of your tanks. Yes.
It's a good time.
I gotta say this is kind of this is a weird, very weird kind of sculpt because the knees on it, the hind legs are kind of look like it's a tree trunk. The end of it, like it's a slice through the tree trunk there. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of there. And this is the bark around it. But then there are sort of large sort of circular chunks on it that look like they could be stone. Carved stone. It's wild. Wild. Wild, I tell you.
Face is not doing
We're
what
not
I want it
sure.
to do.
We're not sure about them.
Just paint him entirely of gold and be like, Midas touch. It's fine. Oh, Mike says Dave Zombie helped inform me how I painted mine. That's fun.
He looked at it and said, here are all the things I shouldn't do.
Yeah, well,
I bet.
we all learn something.
Thanks for sticking me up for me there, Gretchen. Excellent. But no, all good.
Now he has an ogre army.
Oh, excellent. Very cool. Ogre armies are always good. Okay.
Man, that contrast paint really works.
Yeah, yeah. Just still drying across, but I figure I've got 14 minutes left to get that all dried. I'm going to add a little bit of the... start painting some of the magenta up onto these tentacles.
More red color. Is that what you're painting?
Magenta, so a bit more pink.
Oh, okay, pink,
Onto it,
pink.
so yeah. Let's try and turn it around.
Ooh,
So
there
you can
we
see this
go.
bit of a fade there. Bit of an ombre. Is that what the kids are calling it?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. And then I'll add a little bit of the ivory into the magenta to...
For the very tips.
Yep. So yeah, I think that's going to work for the moment.
Nice.
I just need to let it dry fully before I can come back and touch up certain areas, highlight certain things. What I might actually do is just around the back here, thin down some of the purple, mix it in with the green, and then just run that down there as well.
Oh, nice.
So just to add that color a little bit around the model, so that it's not confined to the face there.
Chris says, thanks, guys. I've gotten more minis painted as a result of this show. It really took me
Excellent.
out of my slump. Promptober was really great.
Hooray! Promptober!
Yay!
Good work.
That's
Good work,
awesome.
whoever came up with that. Who was that? Leona? Gretchen?
Both of us.
Yep.
Gretchen.
good
Excellent.
gosh.
Gretchen?
I believe it
Nice.
was a collaborative effort.
Excellent.
It was.
Very cool. I like those efforts where I'm not involved. I don't have to do anything except show up and have fun.
Because I feel like, Gretchen, you had said something like, we should do that again. And I was like, yes.
Actually, yeah, I think that's pretty much how that conversation went.
Leona
Yeah, it's
and
good.
I are filled with really good ideas and lots of shenanigans. And
That's true.
we are
It's totally
only
true.
allowed to do so many.
Painting is where we can show our creativity.
Yeah.
We would be unstoppable given free reign.
So, Gretchen, are you adding more gold?
No, I am actually adding some skin tones.
Oh, awesome.
Back into his face to kind of touch up the blood splatter that I added, so that it looks like it's pouring from his eyes. I did
Ew.
2 different tones of red because when blood is older and it's hit the air, it's oxygenated, it turns much darker, and when it's dried, it turns brown. So I used a very dark brownish red, and then over that I put a bright orange red for fresher blood.
Could you toss me the glorious gold?
I could. Also, apparently, it sounds like I am at the bottom of a well.
I know. I don't know.
Good catch.
Thank you.
That's okay. I was just talking about scientifically accurate blood splatter.
Thank you, Dexter.
But I tried to do some actual splattering to make it look a little bit more natural. Unfortunately, that was just messy. I think I just didn't have quite the right paintbrush tip for that. So now I'm just trying to like touch it up, make it look nice. It's not my best mini. I changed my mind too many times. It's not my worst mini, but it's not my best mini. It's just kind of there.
I think it's cool sometimes when you can do that with a mini, that you're not stressed about messing up or getting right the first time kind of thing.
I know it's not my game, it's not my commission.
Exactly. You're not worried about any of those things. You can just play around with it.
I got 1 brain cell for mini painting. And
Well, because then for next time you'll really.
well,
if
yeah,
you
and it
wanna-
lets you learn things and figure out what you do like. So, like, I learned
I
that
feel like this
if,
cultist goes really well with the terrain that we painted last week. With your blood
true.
splatter. terrain.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't look bad. It just also looks a little grungy. Which, again, not bad.
Also, welcome back, Roger Moore. Apparently, they
Yay.
finished early.
Excellent. Welcome back.
Mics just hate Gretchen. It's because I talk too much.
It's just that it's that mic. I'm gonna have to speak to the production manager
Yes.
and get
That'd be
that
a good
sorted
idea.
out.
Cool. Nice.
Oh yeah, Roger, I was wondering, is Campaign Trail like Oregon Trail? And is it a Kickstarter? Those are the two questions I had. Now that you're back.
It's true. Those were the questions she had just after you left.
And Dave, you're going back in with gold color?
Yeah. So I went and painted everything with the hammered copper, which is a Vallejo game color, which is I always find is a great base for gold. It's a nice sort of. It's not too orange. It's not too brassy. But it's just a great base coat for it. We don't have a lot of space on these thin gold lines, but if you do have a larger area, it's one where you can leave the hammered copper in the shadows and not paint over it.
Nice.
So.
And that's for the
base.
lining?
Yeah, just doing some lining along the edge of the. So I've got a really elaborate bathrobe with the red and black, the black trim which is then trimmed with gold.
He's a very fancy cultist.
Yes. On the front, it didn't have the fine lines where I'm painting the gold here, so I'm just carefully painting those along the edge of the black area, and I'll go back and touch up the black once that's done. So it wasn't quite as easy as on the back. But having that black as the original color for that wide band means that it's a lot easier to do the correction afterwards. Go back, do that kind of thing. That's not too bad on the front. I know I've got to do some on the back though. There we go. Around there.
Also, thank you, Roger, for your comment. I did see it. It's about the game.
All right, what was that? An apolitical game, area control with multi-use cards. Cool. We're going to check that out. What is it? The campaign trail.
Campaign Trail
Right.
by Gray Fox. There's so many Kickstarters out that it's sometimes hard to keep a
Keep up
track
with- Yep.
of everything.
Just quickly going to paint the. I'm guessing it's some sort of sacrificial dagger.
Yeah, I think so.
Tried to add eyebrows in.
Pardon?
Said I tried to add eyebrows in. I'm not killing it today on this cultist. I tapped
Look
out.
how your deep
at,
one is good.
Yeah.
My deep one here.
Okay. We're almost there.
I was like, this will make it look better. That was a lie. But you know what?
So are you going back in and fixing it, or like painting over them?
I'm trying to go back in and fix it.
Okay.
I thought adding eyebrows would make him look better. Eyebrows usually make people look better.
It is true. Yeah.
And in this case, they were a little too.
The tough part with eyebrows and miniatures is that because of the scaling,
intense.
it's like you paint like a 1 millimeter thin line,
There we go. That's better.
it's going to be as if they had like inch thick eyebrows.
Oh,
Well,
true.
you know
I
what?
didn't
He's
think
an
about
old
that.
man. I made them gray. He's old. And he has thick eyebrows.
Because you almost need like a single brush.
Yeah.
like the thinnest brush ever eyebrows.
Single hair. Yeah,
Single hair, yes.
Exactly. Okay. In the end, I decided to go for painting his mustache.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just be a little bit easier than trying to get across the other look. Okay. I think he's done.
I almost fixed it.
Almost there. Oh, eyes. What color should I do the eyes of the Starspawn?
It's a
Red.
Very good question.
Red?
Maybe?
Do red, yeah.
Maybe red?
What sort of red? I can do red.
A bright
Red.
red?
Like a
It's like a really-
glowy red.
Explodey red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like lasers are coming out of him?
Yeah.
Lasers. Okay, let's see what I can do. Unfortunately, the wash
Oh, someone said they use needles
That's a really good idea.
for painting those
I mean, it's
tiny,
too
tiny...
late for me.
Oh,
Well,
tiny,
yeah,
tiny
and we
things.
don't have needles or like
Yeah.
pins or anything. Silver with red glaze. Or bright. A flame.
That could work. Nice. I'm going to just give a little bit of a glow around.
Oh, someone said
Nice.
green. So maybe one red, one green.
Okay, I fixed his face to where now it looks like a face instead of a blob. It's still not perfect, but it's not a blob.
Good. Oh, did you want to put them on the spinner?
Yep. Give it a sec. So the final bits. Final bits. There we go.
I mean, if I have to.
You don't have to.
Gretchen says, if I have to. Yes. Yes, you have
Now
to.
let me very quickly. I have a smaller brush in my hand.
Almost. Almost there. It's gone crazy.
So I can actually
Okay.
do better details. I need to have a spa day for these brushes.
Excellent. Okay. I think. Did I just drop something? I feel like I just dropped something.
Okay, you're gonna put them on the spinner.
So much contrast paint on this model. So apologies to the spinner if it ends up having contrast paint leaked onto it.
It's
But
Nothing I haven't done to it.
we might need to move that back.
Yeah, actually. Or just lift it up. Lift the camera up.
That's that.
Cool.
Cool. Okay.
Woo!
So many minis into the one poor spinner.